Today I'm going to show you how to make the tastiest chicken bites. One pan and 20 minutes is all you need. These baked chicken bites are delicious, super simple, and they're ones that I have made on repeat. My kids are obsessed with this dinner, and you are too. You guys are loving this, so that's why I wanted to make this special video to show you that you can make dinner super quick and in just a pan. Let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Next, you need 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast that we are going to chop up into bite-sized pieces. You can use chicken thighs, but make sure you go to the recipe at eatingonadime.com, and that will tell you like how to do that as well, because the cooking times will vary slightly. I'm just trimming off the fat first. To cut your chicken into bite-sized pieces, I like to fillet it first. So I'm just pushing down with my hand, and I'm running our big knife directly to it to get 2 pieces. Then I take my knife and I cut it the long way on the chicken. That's against the grain. And if you're new to cutting, you can go ahead and separate the chicken, but I pile on top just to make it faster. And then I have these beautiful 1-inch pieces-ish. They don't have to be 1-inch, but that's about it. Just as long as they could just bite them with a fork and there's no cutting required. You're gonna need a 9x13 baking pan, but you could also put this on a cookie sheet as well, as long as it has the sides. We're gonna take this chicken and just dump it right into the pan. And then kind of spread it out. Doesn't have to be perfect yet. Then take 1 tablespoon of oil and drizzle it right on top. Now all we have to do is add our seasonings. I like to mix all our seasonings in a little bowl, and I'll explain why in a minute. We're gonna start with paprika. We need 1 teaspoon of paprika. We're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and I wanted to remind you that you can find the full recipe for this linked in the description, so you don't have to write all this down. We even have links for our cute little ingredient jars, but everything linked in there for you. Then add in a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Then 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Oh, can't catch today. And a teaspoon of salt. So as you can see, you probably have all these ingredients on hand. Then I'm just gonna mix these together. Now, in the original recipe, we talk about how you can just sprinkle these right on top of the chicken, and we're gonna mix them up. You can, but one thing I've noticed, because I've made this so many times, is that taking that little effort to mix it into a bowl really helps, because that way you don't just have one bite that might have a lot of like garlic powder on there. It distributes evenly. Then we're just gonna sprinkle this right on top. So sprinkle it all over. It's gonna feel like a lot of seasoning. That's okay. These have a lot of flavor. Then you're gonna get messy and mix them all around. So at first it seems like it's a lot of seasoning, but once you start mixing it and coating all of that chicken in the seasoning, you'll notice that it really isn't. Then I just spread it out into a thin layer so that way it bakes nice and evenly. I've gotta go wash up, and we're already done with this recipe. Place it in the oven that's preheated for 15 to 20 minutes. I do like to come in halfway and toss them through. Now we're about halfway through the cooking time, and I like to just go in with some tongs and kind of toss it around. And then spread it back into a thin layer and let it finish cooking. And the timer went off, and our chicken is ready. So my trick to having juicy chicken is to use a digital meat thermometer. You just poke it right into the middle of a bite, and once it reads 165 degrees, you know it's done. If that way you're not overcooking your chicken. And my second tip for juicy chicken is to let it rest. We're gonna let it rest for 5 minutes, and then we're ready to eat. 5 minutes have passed, and we are ready to eat. Now the reason we wait that 5 minutes is because chicken has a lot of juice, and if you cut into it immediately, it becomes pretty dry and all the juice runs out. So it's called letting it rest. But look at this, it's delicious. You can make it with potatoes, macaroni and cheese, serve it on rice. Add veggies in this pan. The possibilities are unlimited, and you can find all that information at our website at eatingonadime.com. Now it's time to eat. Oh my gosh, juicy, tender. The whole family's gonna love it. We're doing one pot dinners all month long, so if you love these easy, simple recipes, watch this next video.